You are now listening to Love and War, the male and female perspective of love, life, and relationships in the 21st century, with your host, Crystal Francis. You are now listening to Love and War, the male and female perspective of love, life, and relationships in the 21st.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Love and War. I'm your host, Dr. Francis, and today we are going to be talking about 2021 dating rules. Now, it's a new year. People are going to go into 2021 with the same baggage they had in 2020. So we want to give them some relationship advice and tips on what they should not be putting up with in relationships in the new year. Now, before we jump into the topic, we're going to do like we always do and say what's up to the co-host tonight. First out the gate, TW, how you doing tonight?
Doing all right, first day back at work, but it was really, laid back, so I can't complain. Still in vacation mode, but it is what it is.
Yes, ma'am. All those who went back to work, we're back in motion. Still stay safe from COVID. I'm still working from home. Thank you, Lord, until further notice. Next out the gate, Showtime. How you doing tonight, sir? Let's go Ravens. Let's go Lakers.
Feeling good, we in the playoffs. Lakers looking good. Shout out to my man Theo. His boys came through. They in the playoffs too. So this is a playoff panel going on today. I just want to see who's gonna be happy next Monday.
Right.
So let's take it one day at a time. I'm looking forward to getting to this topic, y'all.
And last but not least, I'm going to do what I want to do with my STEMI, Theo Jones.
First, let me shout out Washington football team. Like Showtime said, we made the playoffs. We in there. The second year, the shirt. I'm seeing a lot of posts, people saying, go buy an LLC with 150 and do this, or buy stock. Let people do what they want to do with their money. Just do what you want to do with yours. Let them do what they want to do with theirs. Shirts available online now.
Right. Plug, go get them shirts with your stimulus check. So we're just going to jump right into the topic. It's 2021. We want to give some advice on some dating rules. And we know that there are people out here who are going to do what they're not supposed to do. And it's drag their same old baggage from 2020 into 2021 and expect different results. So let's help our people out. What are our 2021 dating rules? I'm going to jump out with the first one. What we are not going to do in 2021 is have a full-blown relationship via DM or text. If you've never seen the person, talk to the person on the phone, I don't understand how you sustaining a robust, fluid relationship. They have this new it's like this new TV show. Well, it's not new, but it's like, how they had Catfish, right? The show, but now they have like this like investigative version of like the Catfish, where if you feel like you're being catfish, you call this like TV show and they go like they go find the real person for you. So there was this girl, she found this guy on Instagram and they like were dating, like they were in a relationship. He never saw the girl in person. And it was crazy because they both had iPhones, and I feel like nobody wanted to FaceTime each other. They lived in different states, but they only communicated through text message or DM. Like they didn't pick up the phone and call each other. And so the guy was getting he felt like he was being catfished because every time he would bring up, oh, let's FaceTime, it was always an excuse. So long story short, the girl threw up a picture of her friend so she was pretending to be the friend, but when she was really talking to the guy, she was the one that was really talking to him. So it was this whole crazy thing. The little camera crew showed up on site, and like he was mad because he was literally in this relationship with this girl for a year and never saw her, and only communicated in a DM. And I'm a millennial, okay? So I understand the power of social media, but I didn't know people would have a full-blown relationship straight off of DMs and texts. So that's my first rule out there. You can't sustain a healthy relationship just through the text or the DM. Showtime, what's your 2021 relationship rule?
Man, that was deep. I mean, shit. How you in a relationship and you ain't never see the person?
It's 2020.
That's tough.
That's what they were saying. It's 2020.
That's a tough
I don't
one.
know.
All those that survived the COVID in 2020, my rule is don't allow COVID to stop you from meeting someone. There are various ways in which you can create a dating atmosphere. You can do it virtual. You can go places that you would not normally go. I have a special one, but I won't share that because I'm going to try it one day. But just try to think outside the box. One of my favorite things to do is not try and do what everyone else is doing. Try something different. Don't let COVID stop you from what could really be something that could be promising for you in your future.
Okay. Don't let COVID stop you. All right. Theo Jones, what's going on?
Nothing. Something I'm gonna kind of piggyback off Showtime. Like, don't let COVID stop you. Like, this is the time, if any other time, to get on these dating apps because you're not going nowhere to meet nobody. So if you're single now, hop on the apps. Check it twice. Do what you gotta do. But and still dates. You can do virtual dates. You could try new restaurants you never tried. Get little carryouts. Most restaurants, if you're not on a 21-day fast, you can buy alcoholic beverages and have them out there with you. The park has an amazing dinner box to go. So it's different ways you just have to get creative. So this will show your creative side. But hop on them dating apps, get on 1, 2, 3 of them, the free ones, unless you want to pay money, and switch it up. And if you do virtual dates, go in different rooms in your house sometimes. Don't always be in front of the same spot. So it's like so it's not like a meeting. That way you feel like we're on a meeting every time. Switch it up. Go, let me see your couch. Let me see something.
Yeah, switch up the background, and if push come to shove, throw that virtual background on there.
And lastly, quickly, this might be, if some people aren't comfortable with this might be a good time to start a little sexting too. You got to send a little pics, talk a little dirty to them because sometimes you can't see each other face to face.
Have y'all? So since you said that, has anyone seen the new movie that just showed up on Amazon Prime, Yearly Departed, with Tiffany Haddish and them? Oh, y'all have to see it. It's funny. I don't want to spoil it. But basically, it was alluding to the importance of how people took advantage of sexting and things like that because of COVID. You can't, people can't do anything. They don't want to do anything because they're scared of getting COVID. But yeah, TW, what's going on with your 2021 dating rule?
So much. First thing, if you are dating someone, make sure you're on the same page. There's a lot of people who are very intrusive with what they want, that they don't respect what the other person is saying. So you got to make sure, are you exclusively dating? You date other people? Like, what does that look like? And so I think sometimes with COVID, it causes people to have memory loss, where you already state the ground rules in the beginning, but then they feel like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an age thing or what, that they just feel like, no, you can't talk to somebody else, even if that's something that you already established. So just really making sure that in the beginning, you're communicating what you're looking for out of this whole dating experience, and then making sure that you're staying grounded in that. I think sometimes, I'm gonna say this, men and women, don't settle for the bare minimum just because it's COVID. You don't have to be desperate and just talk to anybody. Still have standards, please. With COVID going on, like just because, we're in a global pandemic doesn't mean that you just have to settle for any and everyone. Like they always say, like Clubhouse, you don't just give out an invitation to anyone. So when it comes to dating, you don't have to accept every invitation that comes your way. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, shout out. I just earned 3 new invites. Okay, because I only had 1 from the jump. Now I got 3 new. I said, okay, come on, come back. Got 3 new invites. So if you're looking to get on the Clubhouse app and you're going to bring value and you want to follow the Love and War after party room, then please, by all means, comment below or DM us and we'll get you in the Clubhouse app. You do have to have the iPhone right now because they're in beta testing. But once they finish their testing, of course, they're going to open it up. So, okay.
Go get an iPhone. Rule 2.
Right, rule 2. Get an iPhone.
Oh, dating rule 2. Get an iPhone. Why Showtime?
I don't do Facebook calling me. I don't do no Instagram calling me. WhatsApp, Duo. Get an iPhone. You go right now and get a free SE. I hate seeing that green.
Okay, well, he said, hey, you heard it right here from Showtime. Get an iPhone in 2021. What else should people be doing, Theo, in 2021?
I agree with the iPhone statement. And I'm selling my Clubhouse invites for a fee. So if you want one from me, you gotta pay. But
people always black bucket for something.
But I'm with the iPhone thing. I think an iPhone is important in dating.
So this is my thing. How would you know that they? Oh well, never mind.
Green bubble, and you don't.
What if they don't have an iPhone but they have an Apple device?
That's fine, as long as we can FaceTime. But things you can do, really, to be serious. Still, try to keep your appearance. Dress up for random things. Go to Giant or Safeway. Dress up. Do your hair when you're talking on. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so don't talk about me. But just try to keep some type of regularity to your schedule, and I think that'll help you be a better person for whoever you're trying to date. Okay,
TW. Other than the blurred relationship lines that we're not doing, what are we actually doing in 2021?
I have to, high five Theo on that appearance. I mean, ladies, please don't go outside with your house slippers and your pajama pants and your bonnet on. Why are we still doing that? Whoever said it was acceptable? Okay. Yes, I'm judging you. Okay. Because you look like you didn't even wash your behind. I'm just saying. It goes back to you are what you attract, right? If you're saying that you want a certain man of a certain stature and he come in well groomed and you just looking like you rolled out the bed and put slippers on. I mean, come on, sis. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think that's really important because I think a lot of times people lose sight of the fact that, and it's not a superficial thing. Like when you attract the man, he was attracted to you. Most people are attracted based off of what they see, appearance first, and they go to the personality, then everything else falls in line. And I see a lot of people complain about their chick or their man falling off after you get them. And some people treat it like, oh, I can be lazy. Mm-hmm. No, still keep yourself presentable, keep yourself up, right. Especially when you're going on dates. Like, I remember this guy. Oh man, this is going way back to like season 1 of Love and War.
Oh God.
He had Ace. I still remember Ace. You need to get back on as a guest. He came on and he said he had pulled up to take his girl out on a date, and she came out the house with some, sweats on. Mm-hmm. Basically, he was dressed up a little bit and she wasn't, so he was going to surprise her. He pulled up to the drive-thru at McDonald's, and she was like, well, wait a minute, I thought you were taking me out. He was like, well, the way that you dressed, the only place we're going is to this drive-thru right here at McDonald's, because that's what you dressed for. So, let's keep it spicy. I mean, I know COVID has really gotten people really lazy now, especially those who are working from home, because people are like only getting dressed from the waist up nowadays.
Hey, and hygiene is just important. Like, anyway, that should just be embedded into who you are, like, on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're not a person who wants to put on a full face, because y'all know I don't throw makeup on like that, but I'm still clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hygiene. Like, make sure that you're looking good for yourself first anyway, because if you're trying to look good for somebody else, you're gonna be exposed. I mean, it's just the way it is. Like, if that's something that's not a part of your routine or not a part of who you are, eventually that will show. So yeah, dress up for you. And hygiene is just important. I'm sorry, we cannot be lazy on that. No.
Right, and we shouldn't even have to give tips on that. Grown folks should know better. Now, we have a couple of minutes left, and I want to talk about let's talk a little bit about toxicity. What toxicity are we not allowing to transfer from 2020 to 2021? Showtime.
Man, you brought up something valid. That texting thing is kind of, people don't understand. All right, let me tell you this. I'm gonna talk about me. I'm not a big phone person. You know me. I'm not.
That's another excuse I'm not accepting in 2021 for lack of communication.
I'm 39 years old. Text message is supposed to tell you what you about to do, and give and not supposed to be a biography. And a phone conversation is supposed to be, this is what I'm doing. Boom. I'm not sitting on the phone all day. People think I'm not sitting on the phone all day talking like this, and I don't have that type of time.
Falling asleep.
And the thing is, if a person has that much time to talk to you on the phone, they're lacking something, or they're over possessive. They have too much time on their hand. If you want to talk to me all day long, what the hell was you doing before you met me? See, I can't do that. I'm not. My father, I wasn't the person who's on the phone tell you hang up. No, you hang up. Bye. Like, I don't have all that time. There's things I could be doing. I could be reading. I could be watching a game, or you could be here with me. A lot of people are uncomfortable with being around people now because of COVID. Well, get a rapid test. If you don't want to be around me, and you unsure about who I am, case search me. I'm clean. So a lot of people, you got to step out your box and try something different. I don't have too many toxic things going on because I don't do toxic. But just try and do something different. If you're uncomfortable, here go my case search, here go my rapid papers. I'll cook you dinner.
You know what? TW, help. Phone a friend. What toxicity are we not allowing to transfer from 2020 to 2021?
This is one thing I can't stand. And unfortunately, I see a lot of the guilty party being women. The blame game of dead end relationships. Can we cancel that? Because you're not taking ownership of your role in what happened in that past relationship. And because you're not taking ownership and you're placing blame, you're now making whoever you're dealing with now at fault at what happened prior to, because you didn't do what you needed to do to sit this one out, And so let's not do that. Let's not transfer whatever happened in a previous relationship to the next one. I'm tired of it. Because at the end of the day, if the same cycle continues, who's the common denominator? And again, this is not an attack, but this is just really some self-reflection. If anything you should have learned in 2020 was personal reflection, introspection, and really sit and figure out what is going on. What are some behaviors that you need to change? What are some attitude adjustments you need to make? I mean, we all should have done this. Nobody is perfect, but if you're really ready to, be in a relationship and really take it seriously to the next level, you really have to do some personal inventory.
Yeah, and I really like that one because it really forces people to, like you said, take ownership for the role that they also played in the failed relationship. And that is something that I think that people need to work on, especially when you're going into that new relationship and the topic comes up, well, what happened? Why are you single? don't just go jumping the dog the other person. Take ownership for where you fell short as well. So let's be fair on that. I like that one. Theo.
I'm just gonna say, let's stop making excuses to work on yourself this year. I mean, we got nothing but time. If you can't cook, man or woman, you learn how to cook now. We got Instant Pots, air fryers. It's so many things. You don't even really gotta cook. Just put some season on the thing and press some buttons and put it in, and it's good. If you wanted to lose weight for a long time, go walk, go run, join a little online class. If you wanted to learn another language, this is the time to do that. So you have nothing but time and read a book. People read some books too, but you have nothing but time to just work on yourself. So keep working on yourself, and somebody will peep you. Somebody will see it.
Okay, and so the one I want to talk about is it was a term that came up. There was some battle going on with I guess, cast of Ready to Love. They were on this blog, and there was a definition between ghosting and zombieing. So in 2021, the rule was stop ghosting people in 2021. Meaning, if you know you're not interested in that person, don't sit there and waste their time. Get their information, give them a false sense of hope, and then when they reach out, it's like dead on the other end. Hello, hi. Why even exchange the number? Why even reach out and waste that valuable time? If you're not interested, just be upfront and honest. Now, to some people's point, sometimes women say, like, nowadays, if they try, males aren't accepting rejection so great, and they don't want to give a fake number, because now you give a number, the person is stand there and call and text it while you're right there. I'm not obligated to give you my information. Why do people feel obligated? If you're not interested, thank you so much for the compliment. However, I'm not available at the moment. You don't have to give the person a reason, an explanation. Some people are like, oh, I'm married, and then the next thing that the person ends up in their circle. You lied and da-da-da-da. Just be 100. I'm not interested, or I'm not available, and keep it moving. Or hey, sometimes you may not even need to give a response at all. I mean, if you don't know the person from a can of paint. So
you go to Gallaudet.
Go to where?
I'm at grad school at Gallaudet.
I don't even. What is that?
No.
Don't
keep talking. Keep talking.
Wait. Okay. I'm sorry.
No. I'll message you later.
I missed the boat. Okay. I want to run for office in the future, so I'm going to continue.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that when we get on.
We'll talk about that on the Clubhouse app. So we're at the hour, y'all. We're getting ready to take this Love and War after party on the Clubhouse app. So what are our final words of advice tonight? Tasha W.
Final words: communication is very important. And be honest, be real with what you're looking for, what you want. As we get older, it's time out for games. So be upfront with communication, because in the long run, again, like I always say, you will be exposed. So you might as well be honest from the beginning.
Showtime.
In the current pandemic that we are in, we do have to continue to try things that we aren't used to doing. You have to explore, you have to be open, and you have to be ready for something that's different. So in all seriousness, just make sure that if you do give love a chance during 2021, it's not going to be typical. So just have fun and doing it your way.
Theo.
First, the Baltimore accent. At first, I thought he said the Karen pandemic instead of the current pandemic. I thought I was about to say, but just realize this is new for everybody. This is the first time everybody's going through this. So be patient, keep working on yourself, and get on the maps. Have you seen? Get on the apps.
Yes, and can somebody remind me to press the record button next Monday, please?
I mean, another thing, this pandemic ain't that bad. Our ancestors dated during slavery, so I mean, we can make it work.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, my final words of advice are this: don't drag whatever baggage you had in 2020 into 2021. You know what didn't work, you know what did work, you know what you need to work on. 2021, please start fresh. Stop doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. That's all we have for you tonight on Love and War. You can catch us like you always do. Like us, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want you to head on over to the Clubhouse app. If you have some 2 cents, we're going to bring you on the stage so that we can continue the conversation and hear what your 2021 dating rules are. That's all we have. Visit us on Facebook at Love and War. You can go onto Spotify, listen to Love and War. You can also go to Anchor and Apple and anywhere where there's a podcast to listen to the show. That's all we have for you tonight. We're out.
Thank you for listening to Love and War. I'm your host, Crystal Francis. Don't forget to tune in next week, Mondays, 8 to 8:30 p.m.